original.
Hello and welcome to Web Crawlers. This is our mailbag episode where we play your voicemails and read your reviews and read your emails if we have any. I am Allie Siegel.
I am Melissa Stettin.
And where the fuck is Maria at? Where the frick is Maria? Where do we have any reviews?
Oh, well, we might.
It's a 1-star. Get these bitches off the air.
This is from Kel M. Says, love it. Per Queens.
Ooh.
This is from Patagonia.
Oh, yeah.
Truly a joy. It was an 8-star podcast until producer Maria disappeared. Now it's only 5 stars. Still a wonderful show.
This is from Des Dazzle. La, la, la. Hi, web crawlers. Absolutely love your podcast. I have binged over a year of your episodes in a month. And I can't wait to be fully caught up. Oh my God, your brain must be melted. I listened to your cruise episode first and laughed, but also partly cried that I couldn't get a refund now that I'm horrified to cruise alone. Don't worry. Anyhow, I've been hooked ever since. I left a voicemail, but I was so nervous and talked so fast, and my voicemail is probably just an unintelligible mess. No, I doubt it. Thank you, ladies, and your amazing listeners, and Jeb, for hours of entertainment and laughs. Love, Dazzle.
Thanks, Dazzle.
Thanks, Dazzle. Razzle Dazzle.
I think that's all for new ones. We've got some voicemails.
Let's get into that.
Okay, numero uno.
This message is for the web crawlers. Hey, ladies. I'm Melissa from Delaware. First time, long time. I wanted to call for a bit, but anxiety's a bitch, and I didn't feel like I had anything interesting enough to say until you did an episode on the finding of Shackleton's ship from the Antarctic expedition.
Oh, yeah.
So it gives me an excuse to talk about how smart my husband is, because he's been to Antarctica 3 times working on the Ice Cube Neutrino Observatory at the South Pole Station. And he was part of a group that was designing and building this equipment that freezes completely clear blocks of ice so that they could help observe the paths of neutrinos. And while he was down there, he froze a few clear blocks of ice for one of their holiday parties so that they could do shot luges off of the ice blocks.
Oh, my God.
He was only down there during Antarctica summer, which is in around like December when like the temps are 10 to 20 below zero. But he was telling me about some of the people who winter over, and they're stuck there for 7 months because planes can't safely like land to get in and out during that time period because of how cold it gets.
Oh, God.
And in order to get the gig to be there over the Antarctic winter, you have to take all kinds of psych tests so they can make sure that you won't freak out.
Whoa.
And they have this thing called the 300 Club, where they wait for the temperature to get down to negative 100 degrees Fahrenheit. They crank up the sauna to 200 degrees. And then they run naked around the ceremonial South Pole marker, only wearing boots. And so he didn't get to experience that. I told him he should go back down over the winter, but then I didn't really want to be without him for 7 months. So not something he participated in. I also tried to get him to bring me home a penguin, but there's some Antarctic treaty where you can't touch the wildlife or anything like that. So anyway, I hope this was semi-interesting. I love the pod. Keep up the awesome work. And Maria, is the big ones ever coming back? I miss it. La, la, la.
Wait, so it gets to negative 100 degrees Fahrenheit and they just go outside naked and then, oh my God. What are those cryo chambers?
Girl, I was about to say that.
Have you done those?
It was the worst experience in my life.
No, you did it?
Yeah, and then I'm such a people pleaser that I bought a package because the lady was like, did you love it? Do you want to buy a package of 4? And I was like, yeah.
How long were you in there for?
So you go in for 3 minutes. Let's see.
Oh, God.
Let's see. Cryotherapy temperatures. I honestly think it gets that cold.
I'm sure.
Yeah, it drops between negative 166 to negative 222 Fahrenheit.
And what, did your body feel different?
Your body surface temperature drops to approximately 30 degrees.
Whoa.
I it got to a point at the end where it was like painful. And like, I was like, oh, I don't think I should, like, I think that it's starting to get bad. Like, I think I was like getting hypothermia. Like I couldn't like move.
Oh God.
Yeah.
And you only did it once?
Yeah. And I haven't gone back, and I have like a package of 4 if anyone wants to go to this cryo place in Pasadena. And use my package.
Crazy.
Yeah, it was like not fun. And I know it's supposed to be good for many reasons, but I didn't feel any effects. Like I didn't feel more energized. My body didn't feel good. I just felt like cold. I felt cold.
Yeah, were you like shivering the rest of the day? Like,
yeah, I was like this
bed?
I was like, this is horrible. Like this isn't fun.
Dang.
Yeah, I'm not the demo.
I want to go to Antarctica.
Me too. I want to go real bad.
Okay, next message.
This is for the Webcrawlers podcast. This is James from Las Vegas again.
Hello.
Our best friend.
Hello, ladies. So I'm so happy because I just recently listened to the podcast with my messages in it, and I legit screamed. I mean, I hated hearing my voice. I'm sure everyone hates hearing their voice. But like, I don't know, it just felt really cool. And Allie, if you're ever in Vegas and like, I would die if we had lunch together. You seem like an amazing lunch mate. Melissa, Maria, you also seem like amazing lunch or brunch mates.
I'm okay.
Also, I think my message got cut. So a big chunk of the story about that haunted house that I lived in with like all the mirrors, I might have to retell that story. But what I wanted to talk about was I got misgendered at work the other day. Just to clarify, I'm cis male. I'm just gay. That's my only claim to queerness is being gay. I mean, while I'm not opposed to using they them or interchangeable pronouns, I don't really care what people refer to me as. I have facial hair. Like I'm very much like a masculine presenting person. I like to spice things up with the feminine. But this woman, she was trying to get my attention, and I work at Sprouts, by the way. Yeah. And I wear just like jeans and a t-shirt. I wasn't wearing a beanie. I had my hair, out, which is, pretty masculine. And I was like,
James is hot. I can tell James is hot.
Nuts.com, by the way. She got my attention. She was like, sir. And so I looked over and made eye contact with her and let her know, like I didn't say anything, but like through eye contact, I let her know, like, give me a second because I'm, obviously in the middle of something. She said, sir, again. So then I stopped what I was doing because obviously she wasn't going to wait. So then I, turned around and said, hi, how can I help you? And she immediately, like, no cold bar, just immediately said, oh, I didn't know if you were a boy or a girl. And I'm like, oh, hold on. First of all, why did you need to say that? Second of all, I'm pretty sure you can tell I'm a guy now. Third of all, you called me sir twice. So I'm like, you assume my gender anyway.
And he has facial hair?
Just continue, like, if you're going to assume my gender, just continue to assume it, until I tell you otherwise.
That's so weird.
Like, you don't need, like, I don't know why anyone would need to say that. And it just felt like, I told coworkers about it, and they were like, that's weird. And, like, I told my parents, they don't really get it, because I feel like they just don't get it.
Right.
But, like,
boomers.
I wasn't mad that I was misgendered. It was more just the fact that, like, the way she said it just seemed very disrespectful.
There's a part 2. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know if you were...
What a weird thing to say.
This is James again. I got interrupted. I'm definitely not, I'm sure you can all tell by my voice, I am not the most masculine person. Anyway, but like, obviously, like, I have never, ever been mistaken for, anyone who was other than a man my entire life. And, like, even when I had long hair, like, I don't have long hair. I have short hair. It's buzzed on the sides. It's a little longer on top. Ooh. But like, it's like a relatively modern hairstyle, but like, it's obviously like I have a beard. Like, I have a mustache. I have facial hair.
All right. Easy, buddy. Easy, buddy.
We get it.
Man thing. But like I have, like, there are obviously masculine features about me. And it's not like she was looking at me from behind. Again, I looked at her, made eye contact with her. And it just seemed like she was just in a mood and just like, I don't know why, but the people that shop at least my Sprouts, there seems to be a lot of conservative people. Just the other day we had she looked like a villain. She was this little evil, little bald woman. Like she literally looked like an evil villain. She was wearing like this weird little like black suit. She had this big black like sun hat on, like literally looking like Cruella de Vil.
Oh my God.
But with no hair. And she like was walking by me and like, I always have a smile on my face when I'm at work and I always say hi to people. I always say, have a good day. And I said, hi, how are you? And she said, hi, it's so good to see your face. And like, I could tell, like it was very obvious, like she's happy that I'm not wearing a mask because they're wear masks. In Nevada, at least right now, we're not, they're not requiring us to wear masks as long as we're vaccinated. Of course, they're not checking if we're vaccinated, though.
Yeah.
I'm vaccinated. I got the booster, and I'm actually planning on getting the second booster once.
Hell yeah.
Once my age group is allowed. But, like, I don't know. Like, you don't need to be making comments like that. And I actually said that. Like, I turned around and I said, we don't need to be making comments like that, miss.
Oh,
and like,
good for you.
Like, that's something else I do out of respect. I always say miss. Every woman's miss because I got chewed out because I call a woman ma'am at the casino. And I worked as a lifeguard at the casino.
Ma'am's fine.
And like, all I did was try to help. And because I said ma'am, she was like, how dare you call me ma'am? I am 32 years old. I am not a ma'am. And I was like, well, fuck, how dare I? So I just didn't, she didn't want my help. So I didn't offer it again. But, oh God, I don't know, people. I hope you ladies have a good rest of your day.
Oh no, I think there's one last.
I love James.
This is from the Webcrawlers. It's James from Las Vegas. Yes, I'm making a third message. Yes, y'all can deal with it. Because I just wanted to say, I hope you three beautiful, wonderful, iconic women have a wonderful day, a wonderful week, a wonderful weekend, whatever day it is that you hear this and or read this.
It's Sunday.
It is Sunday.
But this comes out Thursday.
Golden, stay amazing, stay extra, and I don't know, just have some fun. Treat yourselves. You deserve it. Get some Copper Cow coffee. Get a Sprouts. Ooh,
I'm drinking coffee right now.
Me too. Or something. I don't know. Drink some mushroom coffee, which, by the way, girls, I don't know if traditional mushrooms are a scam, but this Four Sigmatic matcha latte mix is amazing.
I have some mushroom coffee.
It honestly is really
good.
Love
matcha. Anyway, love you ladies. Love the podcast. Please keep being amazing. I love all of you. And I love all the fans. I hope everyone who listens to this has an amazing day. Love you all. Bye.
Ah, James.
Bye.
I love James.
I love just hearing about people who like live in different cities, like what their days are like.
Yes.
It's just fascinating.
Just like what's it like at Sprouts in Vegas?
Yeah.
Hold on one second. I feel like I heard I put my lunch on the table and I heard a noise and I'm like, is Dolly eating my falafel plate? Hold on. Yeah. No, we're good. We're good. We're in the clear.
We're safe?
Yeah, we're in the clear.
Okay. Next message.
Hi, my name is Emma. I'm from Maine. I'm 25 years old. My friend told me about your guys' podcast, Webcrawler, and I started listening to it. You know, it's pretty good.
Thanks.
Won't lie. It's great.
Thanks.
It's consuming my life at this point. And you guys keep saying at the end of, like, your podcast is famous the longest lifestyle, like, haha. It's funny. But the thing is, you like, fucking underestimated me at this point because I can talk for days, bitch. I have OCD and ADHD.
All the Ds.
Forever because I have a million hyperfixations. My current one right now, and if you just wanted to hear about it, I can dive into that real quick. It should only take about 10 minutes. So flat earthers, like, they have a whole website and they have, like, all this evidence, you know, behind why they believe the Earth is flat and not actually round. And so, like, think of, like, a CD disc and how there's, like, a hole in the middle, and it's, like, flat, you know? They think that's how the Earth looks. And, like, instead of, like, the Earth, like, being on an axis and, like, turning around the sun, you know? because, day and night fucking exists. They just think it doesn't. Like, it's like we're on a
think it doesn't.
We're flat, up and down. Like, that's how we move. Or it's not up and down. It's just like a straightforward compulsion. But it's like, where the fuck are we going? Like, we're just going up? Up where? In the universe? Does that mean we're never in the same spot? Like, what is the logic behind it? And I want you to know, if you, have spent some free time looking through their website, they have, all these, mathematical, formulas and stuff that literally make no fucking sense. Like, if you know anything about math, these formulas that they come up with that, are supposed to, make sense of what they're talking about, mean fucking nothing. It's almost like a cult. It's just, we're just going to, throw all those mumbo-jumbo at people and be like, if they believe it, great, or they join the cult, great, love it. I'm almost because it's kind of a joke. Almost in the way that the Birds Aren't Real program is happening, because did you hear about that?
Birds aren't real?
Yeah, people think birds are like drones or something.
Who's calling me? Who is calling me?
A bird.
Interrupting.
A bird.
Did you hear about that bitch? That guy's been letting Birds Aren't Real for years, right? And I guess he did a documentary about it for Vice, whatever. And he basically exposed himself as this is all he is, big pokes. We've been it's a joke. It's just a fun little movement people can get involved in to be silly and be birds are drones, funny, haha. And then
I think there's a part 2.
Yeah, I've heard about this birds aren't real thing. I don't know much about it, but yeah.
Again, I wasn't done talking. Yeah, said goodbye and hung up. Anyways, so back to the Birds Aren't Real thing. People show up to these protests. It's not even talking small numbers. It's hundreds of people show up to protest. And put on this fake facade that birds aren't real. And their whole thing is that birds were replaced. Birds were real at one point, right? But then the government, the United States government, replaced them all with drones to spy on the American citizens.
What? Where'd all the old birds go?
Yeah, where'd the birds go?
They charge them power lines. What the fuck? They have this whole thing about how pigeons' eyes are really cameras, and on the inside their belly uses all the mechanics for the microphone and the video camera, and then the government just reports that. But honestly, I see how this conspiracy theory could really go deep, because you ever just talk about baby cribs near your phone or near somebody else, and then all of a sudden your fucking Google searches are baby crib, you want a baby crib? We have baby cribs here. Get a baby crib now. And your face is yeah, get a baby crib. Baby crib. What the fuck? That literally happened to me the other day. I was looking up this hair serum because I'm trying to grow my hair out from a 60 haircut that I've had since 2010, mind you. And it's really hard. I kind of a mullet thing going on. It's really...
I love mullets. I honestly love mullets.
Besides the point. I was Googling this hair serum, right? I Googled it once. One time alone. Now I'm getting it as an Instagram ad and a Facebook ad.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't fucking
That's how it works.
I mean, that one I definitely Googled and I didn't just say it out loud. But I definitely think that birds could be drones. I kind of get it. I don't know. Maybe I'm
completely changed your
mind. Yeah.
Okay.
What a 180.
He really exposed it as a joke, and then he went back and said that was a deep fake, and that was, not him talking. And then Instagram recently, I follow on Instagram. Instagram is blocking their posts lately, or spreading misinformation, et cetera, and saying that his account's gonna get banned permanently or whatever. And he is he went on a formal attack against Instagram, and then he had to get a lawyer, and just fucking what? I wish you guys would talk about this on your show. I just want to know what the fuck is up with this Birds Aren't Real? I feel I'm kind of crazy just watching this whole thing unfold in front of me. And my parents I tried to talk to them about it, and they're what the fuck? Why do we let our 26-year-old daughter move back into our house? Bitch, the economy sucks, that's why. I'm now at my destination. I've been in the car this entire time. But don't worry, I have a car plan. I'm not texting driving. So I'm going to my cousin's birthday. She's 17. Good for her, right? Anyways, getting older fucking sucks. I'm going to tell her that today. And hopefully she believes me.
That is...
I'm on the Birds Aren't Real website. I'll send it to you. And it's who would believe this guy? He looks like someone I would swipe left on Tinder.
Birdsaren'treal.com.
Who is this punk?
I don't know. I think the hummingbird that lives in my yard that laid 2 eggs is real.
Yeah, that's we have
that's a real bird.
Evidence that that's real.
Okay, next message.
Hi, this message is for web crawlers. Oh my God, where's producer Maria? I hope I got her name right. I listen to y'all all the time, and I love you so, so much. My name is Day Mori. I'm a magician, and I'm a member of the Magic Castle's junior program.
Ooh.
I've been doing magic professionally for about 6 years now, but I've been doing magic, like, seriously, like the art form for 10 years. I'm 19 years old. I live in LA, and I would really love to come on your podcast and talk to y'all about magic. If you're ever interested,
yes,
please call me back, I guess. I'm not going to leave my number here because I know that y'all post this, but you have it. So, I'd really love to meet y'all. I'm a huge fan of your podcast, and I'm sending good energy and love your way. I hope that producer Maria is okay. I know that y'all are like, where is she? And I'm like, oh, wait, what? What happened? Okay. Yeah, okay. Bye.
I think this person followed us on Instagram and sent a message.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Like, a magician.
Oh, my God. That's so crazy. I'm actually a little afraid of magic, but I'm going to Vegas on Wednesday, and I'm going to see David Copperfield.
Oh, I love David Copperfield.
Yeah, I'm going to see a good old-fashioned magic show.
Do you watch him do like those specials like in the 90s where like he had the cards on the TV and you had to like touch the TV and move the cards around?
No, but my boyfriend's like obsessed with that. He or he's not obsessed. With when he like, what did he do? He made the like Eiffel Tower disappear or something, or like the Statue of Liberty or something. Yeah.
Yes. He's great.
Yeah.
I love David Copperfield. Okay, next message.
This here message is for the web crawlers. This here's Jeb.
Hi, Jeb.
Hey, Allie, how are you?
Good, how are you?
That's wonderful to hear. I'm doing well, thank you. All right, back to business here.
Uh-oh.
I'm still out looking for producer Maria. I'm out driving now. It's probably about, I don't know, 11 o'clock at night.
Wow.
And I'm just going around looking for Maria. Maria!
Oh my God.
Me and Maxie are going to find you. Don't you hang on, all right? You just hang on. All right, then. Sorry if I yelled too loud. I was yelling out the window.
No, it's perfect.
All right, those are sirens. I think old Jeb got to go. All right, then. Bye.
Wow, Jeb is on the hunt.
He's on the hunt. He needs to be.
Someone's got to be out there looking
for Maria.
Okay, next message.
Hi, web crawlers. It's Rosie. I have laryngitis, so apologies if my voice kind of goes in and out. So I'm just thinking about something that I feel like you guys would appreciate. I saw a video online a minute ago that was like this giant fish. It was just like the biggest fish I'd ever seen. And the comments said, like, I understand why ancient cartographers would draw monsters, like sea monsters, on maps. And I was like, wow, that's interesting. Because it got me thinking, like, how do we even define a monster? Like, to me, that giant fish is absolutely a monster.
I agree.
But because we know that it's a sturgeon, we're like, oh, yeah, not a monster. Obviously not a monster. But it's like, how do we know it's not a monster? Like, is it only a monster until we learn what it is? Because then it's like,
good point.
What if we discover a new species? Then is it a monster? Or is something only a monster when it's fictional? Like, a giant squid, to me, is very clearly a monster.
No, that's an alien.
But, like, we just don't call it a monster because, for whatever reason. I guess I don't really understand what the reason is. Like, the first person to ever see, like, a black bear was probably like, holy shit.
That's a monster.
I mean, I would be terrified. I'd be scared of my life. So, like, why do we call some things a monster and not other things? I just don't, I guess I just don't understand it. So if anybody has any insight, like, is something only a monster if it's fictional? And also, like, what if I don't know. We could discover anything at any time.
True.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Sorry, this is some big thoughts to be having at 8:57 in the morning. But, just somebody's got to think them. Okay, love you girls. Bye.
That is an interesting point.
Yeah, I mean, I have always thought that octopi and squids you can't tell me an octopus isn't an alien. Sorry, bud.
For sure an alien. Also because they're like intelligent.
They're like as smart as humans.
Yeah, it's really fucking crazy.
I bet you an octopus could have done a better job on my quantum immortality episode than I did.
Probably. Put an octopus on your laptop, it'll write out.
Oh, it'll write out the episode in a second.
Quantum physics. Moving on.
Hi, this is a message for the web crawlers. My name's Kaylin. I'm from Bellingham, Washington.
Ooh,
and
Bellingham.
I'm very nervous. And what I wanted to say was we love Bigfoot here. Like we have
nice.
Like those street banners on like street lights and stuff.
Yeah.
In like downtown areas. We have Bigfoot on ours. So
Really?
No way.
And also I was raised Mormon. I am not anymore, thank fuck. But some fun little Mormon lore, which, by the way, if you want to do an episode on Mormons, there's like some real fucked up shit in there.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, Mormon lore is a rumor, not necessarily doctrine, but it's a rumor, and it's been said by past prophets that Bigfoot is Cain, as in Cain and Abel.
Oh.
Because Cain was cursed to walk the earth for the rest of eternity and not die. And one of the first prophets, I want to say Brigham Young, but I don't really know, claimed to see him. He was like riding a horse, and he was like, there's like a little story, I don't remember exactly what it is, but he was riding a horse, and like Bigfoot came up to him, and he was like, it was Cain, and I don't know, exciting story. But yeah, thanks for making a podcast that I really like, and I have found myself having friends that I don't really like, and so that's really frustrating, and so I'm trying to make new friends, and it's very reassuring and refreshing to be able to listen to a podcast and know that there are people that understand me somewhere out there, even if I'm surrounded by dumbasses and pieces of shit. So, thanks.
You're welcome.
That's it. Bye.
Huh, that's Mormon lore.
I'm like reading about it right now. This is so crazy. Is Cain Bigfoot the truth behind 5 Mormon folklore mysteries?
Oh, Mormons be crazy.
Mormons be crazy.
There's that new show out with Andrew Garfield.
Oh,
Under the Banner of Heaven?
Yeah, he plays like a detective or something, right?
Yeah, I haven't watched it, but it's getting good reviews. It's about a murder, like a famous murder in the Mormon community.
Yeah, I need to watch that.
Big Andrew Garfield fan.
I'm a
Garfhead.
You're a Garfhead, yeah.
Yeah, Garfhead. Okay, next message.
Hi, this message is for the web crawlers. My name is Evie. I'm calling because I was just thinking about a scammy abduction type story. Just kind of thought about it with your Shared Bikini episode because it's kind of prevalent in my community. So I'm a Chicanx Mexican American. My parents are, I'm first generation Mexican American. My parents came here from Mexico City and Puebla in the 70s, and they've done pretty well for themselves. My dad is a very mildly successful gardener / landscaping small business owner, and he's done really well for himself. And because of that,
people in Mexico think that we have a lot of money, and I just kind of thought about that whole QAnon and Sherry Papini faking and using this kind of racist rhetoric to say that her abductors were Mexican or rather Latino people who kidnapped her or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
To tell you that we have our own scam in our community, which is that our families who come here and, do a little bit well for themselves or just are doing okay. A lot of people, especially right now with the internet and everyone following our pages online, our family in Mexico have access to Facebook, Instagram, all these other apps, and they see that those of us who are here are doing things that are very, to them, seem luxurious and upscale, but to us, it's like we live in LA. $15 an hour is shit.
Yeah.
We can barely afford to eat and pay rent. But to them, it's luxurious.
Yeah.
If we can afford a $60 pair of shoes that, we wear for a year, for them, it's like a lot of money because a dollar is about 25 pesos or something.
Damn.
And so I wanted to tell you guys about the scam that's been going on with our family sometimes, which is that people in Mexico City kind of fish for ideas or info about people here in LA or in other parts of the country, and they try to scam our parents or grandparents or whoever into believing that we've been kidnapped when we haven't.
No.
So my mom has actually gotten a call several times. The last time she told me was that somebody called her and told her that they had her daughter.
Okay, there's a part 2.
That's horrible.
That's crazy.
Hi, this is Evie again for Web Crawlers. Didn't want to get a second message, but here I am. Maybe I'll win Maria's Millions. Anyway, what I was saying was my mom has gotten this call a couple times already. Somebody calls and tells her that they have her daughter.
Oh, my God.
They need to pay a ransom or whatever to get her back. And my mom, instead of asking, what daughter or what's going on, whatever, by the way, she has 3 daughters and 3 sons. She hangs up. She says to them, I don't have a daughter. And then she hangs up. And then immediately calls one of us, whichever one they said they have, and confirms that we're alive and that we are not, in fact, being held for ransom in Mexico. And then she just calls and says, hey, where are you? And we're like, oh, whatever, we're at work or at home. And then she says, oh, okay, I'll talk to you later. And then months down the line goes, oh, yeah, somebody called to ask if we would pay your ransom because they were holding you captive in Mexico.
In Mexico?
So didn't even get alarmed. It was just I don't have a daughter. And then there's also been another time when they called saying that they had my dad, and she did the same thing. She was just I don't know what you're talking about. She called my dad, who was at work.
God, that's so crazy.
But that time was really scary because they called family in Mexico, and they asked them for ransom, and one of my aunts had actually sent her son to pay the ransom.
No. Oh, no.
And they got a hold of him on his way, and they told him to direct back to the house, but he took a windy road back home and lost the people because he noticed people were following him on the way to pay the ransom. Anyway, he made it back home. My dad was obviously not abducted. We're all good.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, cases like that Sherry Papini and that QAnon stuff with talking about people who are supposedly out to traffic you is really detrimental to the very real extortion and also abduction cases that are going on in both Mexico and here. So
yeah,
I don't know. I just thought I would share that. Love your show and look forward to it all the time. I'm a Patreon subscriber. Honk honk.
That's crazy. So the people call from Mexico. They see that a family has moved.
Yes.
And they're
quote unquote
doing well.
Yeah.
And then they just threaten them that someone's been kidnapped. That's crazy.
That's so scary. That's so wild.
Wow.
Oh my God.
What a crazy scam. I mean, I'm assuming it works because they
Yeah, it must work some of the time. God, that's terrifying.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's really, really scary.
Okay, next message.
This message is for the web crawlers. This message is for the chief of police. I
that's
just
me.
wanted to follow up to, I think my friend Rachel, shout out to Rachel, the widow, called in and filed a missing person report regarding our dear CI producer, Maria. SOS, where is she? I just wanted to call in as a hot tip. Like, has anyone checked the trunk of Allie's car? She could be fighting for her life, struggling to breathe under a pile of free Patreon t-shirts that are also missing. This could be,
possible.
A twofer. So, I don't know if anyone has looked into that. If we could just get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, it could be in the trunk.
I just want everyone to get back to Flavortown safely, okay? And Maria, if you're out there not being held against your free will, I will survive without you, okay? Don't tell me that you want to leave, but if you want to leave, I won't beg you to stay, okay? If you gotta go, darling, maybe it's better that way. I'm going to be strong. I'm going to be fine. Don't worry about this heart of mine.
Oh, nice.
Just walk out that door. See if I care. Go on and leave now.
Wow.
But
Wow.
don't turn around. Am I going to see my son? Don't turn around. I don't want to see me cry.
Just not the
In all seriousness, though, I just want to make sure that Miss Pickles is okay. And if I can offer her asylum, she can stay with me in Penelope, and we give puppies lots of cookies at my house. Okay. That's all. Love you. Bye.
Miss Pickles is okay.
We'll say as a clue, Maria's doing great. Maria's fine.
Yeah, she's fine.
She's fine. But where
she's
is
she? She's working on a thing?
Yes.
Secret thing?
She's working on a secret thing.
But they do still do the big ones on Patreon only.
Yes.
They do 2 episodes a month. So if
you can still hear her there.
Voice,
then join that Patreon.
Well, we've got 1 voicemail left.
Last one. Then it's nap time for Allie and Melissa separately.
Hi, this is Evie. I left a message yesterday about the Sheriff Bikini case and updates and about the kidnapping attempts with fake kidnapping attempts that happened in my family. And I just wanted to call back because I'm pretty sure that I was talking about a different podcast, not Webcrawlers, when I was talking about the case. And I bet that there's somebody out there who knows what other podcast I was talking about, because even I don't remember. True crime, everyone listens to all the same podcasts. Anyway, I knew you had updates on your voicemails and all that, but I think I started going off on a tangent about a different podcast who recently did one on the case. And anyway, I still had been wanting to call about the attempts to extort people in my community. But I felt really dumb today when I saw about it. I've been having a really, really, really awful year.
Oh, no.
Not going to give details, but it's just been really rough. And so yesterday when I had a bunch of wine and a really good dinner, I just thought I would do something to cheer myself up and finally call into the hotline. And I did. And then I totally messed it up.
You didn't mess it up. I think you messed it up. No,
I still love your show so much and look forward to every episode. Yeah, that's it. Sorry for being a bimbo. Thanks.
We did do a Sherry Papini episode.
Yeah, no, we did talk about that. You're totally right. You're 100% right. Don't be hard on yourself. I'm
sure a lot of podcasts, have done Sherry Papini episodes, but yeah, we did one.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely correct. Yeah, no, and that was one of the best voicemails we've ever received. So the first one, not the second one. Yeah. The second one was trash. All right, guys. Well, keep calling in, please. You guys are the best. Maria is fine.
She's
or
fine.
is she?
Dun, dun, dun.
Anyways, I am Allie Siegel.
I am Alyssa Stetton.
And that's all, folks. Bye.
Bye.
An Erios original.
Powered by Acast.